Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit and her scandalously short skirt. So, I reviewed the video real quick and confirmed that the audio balance in the video seems absolutely fine, even though it's practically blasting out my eardrums in my headphones. So that's good. We have defeated the first boss, Abram, and now we are going to continue onward, exploring more of this strange realm that Deedlit finds herself in. A little bit of a platforming challenge there. And these are door mimics, or door imitators as they're called. Mimics, of course, being another classic Dungeons & Dragons monster. Even though Lodoss technically isn't a D&D property, since that's what it has its origins in, we're going to be seeing all kinds of D&D themed enemies and other elements in this game. Let's see how to tackle this. Okay, so you can't crouch and fire your bow. Alright, well that did the job. We now have a new weapon, the halberd. It is very slow. Incredibly slow. We'll try it. See if we like it at all. Though I do typically tend to like faster weapons, but I will try to switch up what weapon I'm using a lot in this playthrough for the sake of variety. Once again, I just have to comment on how incredibly good all of the animations and sprite work are in this game, especially on the main character, Deedlit, with her hair flapping all over the place and her cloak and such. Just really well done. Alright, that was a completely pointless circuit that we traveled to do that. Let's see. So if we could fire our bow straight up, this would be really easy. And we basically can do that by just firing it in this direction. There we go, no problem. Alright, so we get a weird snake idol thing. Ah, this is what allows us to slide. Perfect, that's going to open up some new areas for us. Also, while Salamander, if we slide, we are invulnerable to damage. Which is awesome. Alright, so we've gotten a new technique that opens up new areas for us to explore in traditional Metroidvania fashion. So I think we're going to have to backtrack in order to take advantage of that. Looks like there's quite a few directions that we haven't gone, but I don't think there's anywhere for us to go over in this little sector of the map. Because this just led to the halberd over here, right? Yeah, that was just the halberd. Okay. So, backtracking time. As I said, I don't really object too much, because I really like the exploration factor of Metroidvanias and opening up new things to explore, and an inevitable part of that formula is that sometimes you're going to have to do some backtracking. Back through the boss arena where we defeated Abram. Another cool little detail is the spirit, Sylph or Salamander, coalesces into its spirit form until you start running, and then it disperses into a bunch of little particles that follow you around. A minor detail, but another little thing that's pretty cool, along with these fiery braziers and such. Despite my complaints about the story and the characters and the setting in this game, I will say that at least from an aesthetic perspective, this place is awesome. It would make for a really cool D&D dungeon, too. God, this thing is slow. I can't stand it. We're switching back to the alien bident. Okay, that's better. But we did take a fireball to the face. Get wrecked, you. Okay, so backtrack to the left some distance. I switch to Sylph so we can hover. Then back to fire so we can recharge Sylph back to full. I think we're getting close to where I wanted to backtrack to. Okay, we never explored this direction at all. And it doesn't even need the slide. Beautiful. Alright, we got a hit point increase. Increased our max HP from 100 to 110. Very nice. And now, the new place that we can get to with the slide technique is going to be up, or left, up, and right. Or we can take, I think, a little bit of a shortcut by using the teleport. Oh, I'm an idiot because there was a teleport right where we were, so a lot of this backtracking is unnecessary. Although we did get the hit point up by doing it, so never mind. I guess it was actually good that we did that backtracking after all. We're going to have to keep an eye out for that in the future, though. Opportunities to use teleporters to make backtracking go quicker. Alright, I think this might be the first time we actually used the teleport functionality. Alright, and yep, right and down will take us to the area where we could slide through. Another save point. Repeatedly hit the gear with arrows to turn it. There we go. Easy enough. Aha, a mummy, who, as you would expect, is vulnerable to fire. Also completely immune to wind. Ah, screwed up that jump. Okay, mummy, let me get on that platform, would ya? Ah, screw this guy. Get wrecked. I made way more of a meal of that jump than was remotely necessary. More Dragon Tooth warriors. Oh, okay. Thought that I was going to one-shot him, but I did not. Ugh. Got hit from two sides. Now neither of our spirits is at full power. Okay, we're not going to be able to do anything with that till we can double jump. I could be using my my spell more often, and maybe I should. Oh, looks like another boss fight already. Wow, that was fast. I think I remember which one this is. This might be the character that I suck the most at fighting of all of them. I don't know why. Well, there's Parn again, main character of the original Lodoss. There's nothing wrong with Parn, but he's basically just a generic main character swordsman dude. And yep, it's Pyro Tess, a dark elf, almost sort of Deedlit's quote-unquote evil counterpart. As you can see, she wears an even more scandalous outfit than Deedlit, with cleavage that just goes all the way down. It's kind of ridiculous. Dark elves are not exactly known for their modesty, basically no matter where they appear. Boy, if you think this is bad, look at what the dark elves are wearing in the game Chronicles of Mystara. Good lord, that is softcore porn at that point. Anyway, Pyrotess is just an enemy of Deedlit and Deedlit's fellow adventurers. Also, it's hard to say this without giving away spoilers. Let's just say that Carla said another lost soul was going to be coming by. Pretty sure Pyrotess is that other lost soul Carla was referring to. And Pyrotess says she has a reason to fight us. Alright, fair enough. Now, I suck at fighting Pyrotess. I do not know why. I'm generally pretty good at the boss fights in this game, but Pyrotess in particular, I'm just not good at fighting her. Look at this. It's an utter disaster. Look at that. Like, I go to jump, she jumps into me, I try to back off from her, she ropes me in. She's just got my number. She knows everything I'm going to do. There, at least I dodged it that time. Let's hit her with our spell a few times. Look at that. Every time I try to jump over her, she jumps into me. Now, the spells are kind of overpowered when fighting bosses in this game. Okay, I thought I was on wind. Oh god, I'm just so bad at fighting Pyrotess, I don't even begin to understand it. Anyway, I'm out of magic power, so I can't finish her off with it. Nor can I use my bow and arrow anymore. Oh, I lost. I deserved to lose that fight. That was very poorly fought. I don't know what it is. Most of the boss fights I'm pretty good at. Pyrotess just has my number, man. She kicks my ass. We'll see if we can do better this time. Alright, and apparently Deedlit thinks she dreamed about getting killed. That's actually a relevant plot point, too. The game is nice enough to skip cutscenes the second time you fight somebody. Let's see if I can ever get good at fighting Pyrotess. There we go. Dodge that. Dodge that. Okay, didn't dodge that, though. Maybe I'll just spam her with my spell a bit. Magic can be pretty overpowered against bosses in this game. Some boss fights can really be trivialized with it. Okay, that time we annihilated her. It's embarrassing that I even lost to her the first time, given how that went. So strong once you start spamming your completely overpowered magic spell. Oh, but she stole the soul crystal orb from us. She must have pickpocketed us while we were fighting. Later, dark elf cleavage lady. Put on some clothes. Not that Deedlit's one to talk, really. Oh, elves. Alright, we are entering the second stage. I think that first character might have meant fire. It went by too fast for me to even try to read what the second kanji was, but it might have been something of fire. So, apparently all these goblins are chiefs. That's a little weird. I always think it's weird when a lord or king or chief enemy is used as a random opponent. Like, I understand that it's supposed to be a tougher variety of that enemy, but it makes no sense to have an entire place completely filled with chiefs and kings and that kind of thing. Alright. Evil pixies. Like so many enemies, they're pretty passive. They will eventually attack you, but they just kind of hover in place for a while first. Alright, we got the zebra. A large sword forged from a dual metal alloy, so that's why it's called zebra. Its attack power is huge, but its speed is the worst possible. It does have a good attack pattern, in that it's a big arc, so it's really good at hitting enemies above you. We'll try it. I keep hitting my bow when I meant to be casting my spell. Oops. Come on, work with me here, Sylph. There we go. Kobolds. You can't argue with the reach on this sword. The statues in the background are starting to become ever more scandalous. Pretty sure that one on the left is not wearing any clothes whatsoever. That's a Castlevania-style game for you. You got a new bow, Hat Trick. Bow that can simultaneously fire 3 arrows. Its speed is very poor, but it has great spread, and if you hit a single enemy with all 3 arrows, they take triple damage. So this looks like a tavern. And Woodchuck appears. Woodchuck is the party thief. He gets jazz, which is pretty appropriate. And Woodchuck, so just like Gim is the merchant of the game, Woodchuck runs the gambling minigame. Gambling's the best way to quickly drum up military funds. Woodchuck, there's no way that's correct. You won't regret trying it. I'm pretty sure most people who gamble regret it. Alright, so basically it's a gambling dice minigame. Where you roll dice and you bet on the outcome. I'm not much of a gambler myself, and if I was of a mind, I could put together a spreadsheet and all the probabilities versus the payoffs here and see if they're basically all equivalent to each other, or if there's one that's better than the others, and if there's maybe one that has odds that are more favorable to the player than the house, which is actually really common in video games, even though obviously that never ever happens in real life, because any casino that had a system like that would quickly go out of business. But I don't care enough to bust out a spreadsheet and do the math on the probabilities and the payoffs to figure out if there is a way to make the gambling game worth playing. So sorry if there's anybody out there who really loves gambling, but I'm not really going to be messing with that minigame. The kobolds throw their axes, and the axes are like boomerangs. They fly toward you and then they come back. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's a video game, so don't worry about it, I guess. So we need to double jump to get up there. I do like the spell for picking off enemies who are in a position that's hard to hit with the bow. Alright, looks like left and down is new. Ah, magic missile. You never fail me. Unless the target has the shield spell. Alright, we got a couple of new directions we can go here. New teleporter. We'll go ahead and unlock it, but I don't think we have anywhere we need to teleport yet. And now the most scandalous statues yet. They're just kind of posing provocatively, completely naked. Oh, we can't get through that green door, no matter how much we slam our face into it. New enemy, it is a Scarlet Vulture. It is, I think, straight up immune to fire. In the background, we see that we've entered what looks like some kind of cavern type area, like a giant mine or some other sort of natural subterranean thing. Will-o-wisps. These enemies are annoying because they'll teleport away from you, so they can be a pain to deal with. Switch to... Oh, I didn't even see that one. That was sneaky. I think we need the double jump to get there as well. Salamander will make you immune to magma, so you can go right through the magma pools with Salamander equipped. Another teleporter already. Those are very close to each other. And another green door that we can't get through. Okay, so... I guess right up and then either right or left should take us to something we haven't explored yet. Get out of here, you will-o-wisps. The zebra's giant arcing swing is really good for hitting enemies like this. Okay, it's another green door we can't get through. We are being blocked in all kinds of directions here. Very cool lion face there. Look at that thing. So many awesome background details in this game. Oh wow, okay. I guess I mocked the random enemies a little too much. By random enemies, I just mean the generic enemies that you fight in large numbers. They're not actually random. They're completely fixed where they appear. We got a new weapon, a new bow called the Raven. Unlike the hat trick, it doesn't fire 3 arrows at a time, but it is faster and has better attack power. Also, that's kind of an amusing little flavor text for it. This jet black bow is reminiscent of a crow, but no crow was actually used in it. No crows were harmed in the production of this video game. Okay, that was unfortunate, because he was just straight up immune to Salamander. There we go. Ha, nice try. The tile set here could use some work, because there's pillars that look very similar to each other, but you can move through some of them because they're in the background, and then some, like this one, you can't move through because they're in the foreground. But to me, it's not real easy to tell the difference. Skeletons. And another new bow. We're getting new bows all over the place. The Sage's bow. It is slow, but has more damage. I'll stick with the Raven, I think. If the damage difference isn't large, I'll generally take the faster weapon. Yeah, look at that rate of fire. I think they're immune to it, yeah. The will-o-wisps are immune to our... Well, I guess it kind of makes sense if the will-o-wisps are immune to our will-o-wisp spell. Holy crap, the music is loud in my headphones. Looks like we're not going to be able to get here without a double jump. We are encountering so many places we can't really progress. But that's how Metroidvanias go. I almost didn't see that one. I almost jumped into it. I saw it at the last second. That one just teleported into me. There we go. I tried to move through that pillar again. Fools me every time. Get away from me. Alright, both our spirits are maxed out again. Oh, we got another new weapon, the Kobold Axe. It has very good attack speed, but its attack power isn't great. An extremely light axe. And it doesn't have an arc nearly as good as the Zebra. So we're going to stick with the Zebra for now. Whoa, that was close. Okay, right, we can't go that way because it's a green door. Have we... No, we never explored to the right there. Boy, we're getting the scandalous statues all over the place now. Get wrecked. Wow, I don't know why most of those just went off into the ether and decided to miss. Oh, that was awesome. Style points for that one. Then less style points for messing up the jump. Now those are some weird looking platforms. They look almost technological. It's very strange. Oh, more of these giant centipedes. Don't mind me, I just hit the wrong button sometimes. Another kobold. Oh, look at him being clever. Trying to go to where I can't hit him. Just a sec, my throat's a little scratchy. There, took a drink of my water. Alright, good grief. Boy, that will-o-wisp spell sure does work. A lot of these enemies would be much more annoying to deal with without it. Awesome. Standing in a barrier of the same element is a great way to recharge your mana points. Goblin Bow. It is very fast, but its attack power is fairly terrible. A bow used by the Goblin Chief, very mechanical and un-goblin-like. Almost implying, perhaps, that they didn't build it themselves. Aha! I saw it! I saw the secret. Mana points up. Max mana points up by 10. Very good. Oh, phew. For a second I thought I was about to run into a door mimic. Oh, right, the magnets. I have a little trouble dealing with these. They're very strong. Stronger than you might think. So you really have to compensate for them a lot. There we go. Oh, this one's a tricky shot. Oh, but I got it on the first try. Well done to me. Okay, nope. Once a single door is a mimic, you're afraid every door is going to be a mimic. Pretty suspicious hole in the map there to the left. Yup, sure enough. Another secret already. Survival knife. Seems a little genre-breaking to have a modern-style survival knife. It is very fast. Attack power is only slightly less. Because we can attack so fast with it, I might switch to this. This has a lot less of an arc than the zebra, but man is it fast. Oh, this looks like a really tricky shot. Nope. Nope. I assume that the gear has to be on the screen, right? Man, those magnets are strong. I'm going to run out of MP at this rate. There we go, finally. Yeah, that is very much a modern style survival knife, except upgraded to sword size. What the heck? Why is it as big as a sword? What did the description for it say? A multi-purpose knife useful outdoors. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I suppose. Which way do we go first? Interesting. Oops. Hit the wrong button there. Okay, so that's not working. Looks like we're going to need a double jump or something for this, so we'll be back. This also looks like it needs a double jump. So skeletons can put up their shields, in which case using Will-O-Wisp will penetrate their guard. There we go. Hey, it's Gim. You won't be able to go back. And he doesn't mean that it's just going to be hard to find our way back. What could Gim possibly mean? I'll entrust you with a new seed of adventure. Really, Gim, that almost sounds like some kind of weird dwarven pickup line. If adventure is what you seek. Alright, well, we've got a lot of stuff we don't need. We certainly don't need our starter rapier anymore. We don't need most of this stuff, really. Most of it is strictly worse than what we have. I'll keep the zebra. I actually will keep the hat trick just in case I decide that that I want the spread shot. The Raven, I think, is what we have equipped. I'll sell the Sage's Bow and the Goblin Bow. Alright, we now have 2,338 money. At least call it gold pieces or something. It literally doesn't get more generic than money. Alright, we could buy a blue liner bow. A bow equipped with futuristic implementations. But honestly, it doesn't look like it's that much better than what we've got, so why blow all that money on it? The Orochi, likewise, is not much of an improvement at all. How about weapon-wise? So there's the Death Spear. A spear with the power to instantly kill its target. So I assume that means it randomly one-shots things. That sounds really good, but we can't quite afford it. There's nothing here that's strictly better than what we already have. I'm honestly surprised by how bad the weapons Gim sells are. You're very likely to just get better things that you find or that drop randomly. Huh. I guess I could pick up a giant sword, or I could just save my money. I think I'm just going to save my money. Sorry, Gim, you need to get better merchandise. Oh ho, looks like another boss battle. I don't remember which one this is. Is it the genies? It might be the genies. Well, let's do this boss battle and then we'll wrap up this episode. It is the genies, I did remember correctly. Ilk and Ifrit. The King's Spirits, or I don't know, they look like genies to me. Okay, so once again they just say cryptic stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'll just spam my spell till I run out of magic points. I know this is kind of cheap, but it's pretty effective, and it's honestly not doing that much damage. So it's not like I'm going to win the fight this way. Now we're playing Ikaruga. Okay, so the reason I took that hit is I've noticed my computer likes to shut itself off while I'm trying to record console videos, and I saw that it was about to do that. And so I went and I frantically hit my mouse pad to stop that from happening, which caused me to take a stupid hit that I shouldn't have taken. So that's my excuse for that one. There we go. Kind of surprised that one Inferno pillar didn't hit me. Given all the elemental magic they use on you, you can pretty much keep your mana points perpetually topped off in this fight. It does matter that you hit one of these guys with the opposite element, because they are immune to their own element, each of them. They do share a health bar, however. Honestly, the boss battles in this game are mostly pretty easy due to the fact that as long as you switch to a spirit at level 3, you get regeneration. It means that it can be very forgiving in terms of you can take a lot of damage and not die as long as you can keep a spirit at level 3 for the regeneration properties. Alright. Ifrit is down. I think that means we can't target him anymore, but he can still attack us. So now we have to target all our attacks at Ilk. Give me those sweet mana points. Alright, we win. It wasn't a beautiful win, but it was a first try win, so I'm happy. Okay, they explode. And before moving onward, I'm going to backtrack to the save point. Alright, that's another episode complete. We have defeated 2 more bosses, Pyrotests and the King Spirits, and we made a lot of progress through the second area. So, next up, we see what the King Spirits were guarding. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.